So yesterday I was in the hospital and I had this like severe allergic reaction. My eyes were like closed. They were so swollen. My throat was starting to close. I'm looking so much better today, but like this was bad. And they don't really know why it happened. I'm going to go see an allergist, but I just seem to be like allergic to life. And I don't know if anybody else experiences this too, but I do also have a chronic illness. I have an autoimmune condition and I don't talk about it a lot on here, but I am fucking sick all of the time. Like earlier this year, I literally thought I was dying. I would go outside to garden and like pull weeds. I would go down and stand back up and I would pass out, seeing like stars while I was in the shower and stuff. It like just became part of my ambiance. Turns out because I had been bleeding internally for so long, I lost so much blood and my iron was literally a 4. I think normal numbers like on the high end are 300. I was a fucking 4. And I don't think there's a day in my life that goes by that I am not experiencing some level of pain. I'm not telling you guys this because I want sympathy. In the beginning, when I was first diagnosed and I realized this was going to be my life forever, it was horrifying. But what I did want to say is that when I was diagnosed with this in my 20s, I realized that I might not be able to work forever. But I have also always been somebody that knew if I wanted something, I had to get it for myself because of the way that I grew up. That was one of the big factors as to why I prioritized building wealth in my 20s, because I knew if I could do this now while I was still able to do it, I could set myself up for a lifetime that would be easier than if I didn't. Like my house was a mess because we just got back from vacation last week. Shit was everywhere. But I didn't have to worry about that while I was in the hospital because I have a house cleaner. I didn't have to worry about the financial implications of having to take time off of work because I have my bills covered from my investments. I didn't have to worry about the cost of the medication that I was going to be given after because I have money from my investments to pay for that stuff. And I know there are so many people that are not in this situation that are struggling with a chronic illness and it's wreaking havoc on them financially. And for that, I am so sorry. And I understand now in this point in my life, I am very privileged, but I did have to work to get here, right? I did the hard thing while I was in my 20s so that I can have the easier, less stressful life now. Even when you have money, it doesn't mean that like life gets easier. It means that you can handle the hard things in an easier way. So I am telling you, take this as your sign right now to do something about your financial situation, whatever you can do. The important thing is not making a huge jump. It's just starting. I promise you, your future self will thank you.